Hi, everybody. Hope you enjoyed our dry Wednesday. How about that? We had the beautiful sunshine this morning, cloudiness coming in fairly quickly this afternoon, as expected, and the rain that I've been talking about for overnight tonight, even this evening, into tomorrow morning, all still on track. So we'll start there. Well, actually, we're not going to start there. We're going to more or less start with your Memorial Day holiday weekend update. And notice outside of our beautiful American flag, the other emblem I have here is a warming thermometer. So after what has been pushing 2 weeks of generally fairly cool weather for this time of the year, the warm up will take place over your Memorial Day weekend. I'm still eyeing the chance of getting some rain coming in potentially Monday afternoon, Memorial Day itself. And by the way, I just grabbed the satellite photo back to the rain incoming and the cloudiness. So you can see the cloud shield that's pushing all the way into parts of eastern Oregon. So far, no rain, but this disturbance will eventually bring showers this evening and at least some rain into tomorrow morning, as I mentioned. So for Portland specific, here are my updated numbers. I'm going pardon me, my nose is itching. I'm going for the actual weekend, Saturday and Sunday, both days mostly sunny, and both days right about 80 degrees. So I've made a few temperature adjustments. Monday, a partly cloudy day, 76 degrees, a day that may end up being dry. But right now, I still think we have to throw out there in the south flow pattern the possibility of some scattered PM hour showers and maybe even a thunderstorm. And by the way, this Monday shower slash thunderstorm chance would be kind of widespread. Again, I'm not saying we get precipitation, but if we do, the scattered shower threat is there for the Cascades, for the valley, for the coast, for Central Oregon, even out east. So again, if you have plans, the PM hours of Memorial Day itself, lots to keep an eye on as we or I continue to update the forecast for you in the coming days. Okay, whoa, let me back it up. Pardon me, I got ahead of myself. Oh boy, oh boy. Let me see if I can pull this out. It's not gonna let me. Oh boy. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hiccup, 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 hiccup. Boom. That's what I got to show you. I've got to show you this. The Momentous Wealth podcast. That's my sponsor. Listen on Apple Podcasts, listen on Spotify for a variety of investment topics meant to educate you, especially if you're like me and trying to save for your retirement. Okay. Sorry about the snafu. Here's the imagery. Now notice the radar is back. It was down at times yesterday, and no rain being reported where you see this kind of light blue shading, but that is definitely the radar beam shooting up into the air and detecting a lowering cloud deck with water droplets in it. There may actually be some sprinkle activity down around Florence and Eugene, but clearly this is showing that the cloudiness is thickening. Here's the visible shot. Portland right here on the northern edge of some of the thicker cloud cover. And you can see there's some convection in the visible picture where you got some cumulus clouds where you see some knuckling or rippling of the cloudiness right down to our south and offshore where there's certainly rain back in here getting into the heart of the disturbance against some definition. Here, oh yeah, look at this one, the visible blend. See the disturbance wrapped up right here, kind of pushing this ball of moisture that's the cloudiness inland. So again, all of this is going to be coming in. Again, if you look at this imagery with the front and the low, it's not with the ball of clouds that's actually over us now or coming in. It's on the back end of all of that. And again, right there it is on the upper level flow pattern. So I think the timing, a chance of some showers, some thickening clouds this evening, and then some likely rain overnight, unlikely rain into tomorrow morning is still the best call. We're not looking at a ton of rain, but hopefully most of us get at least some measurable precipitation out of this. So this is the 3 kilometer North American model. This is at 5 p.m. this afternoon, showing the thicker clouds in gray that we just saw, and then some traceable amounts of rain starting to enter the coast. And then as I play this into, this would be 8 p.m. tonight. This is showing some rain coming up into Newport and Tillamook and Salem and starting to push northward 8, 9 o'clock this evening up into Portland. So if you have mid to late evening plans, just like that, we could get in some rain. And notice this is not just on the west side. This is out through the gorge and even out east. Let me just keep playing this and we'll go in. This is 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. So if this is correct, the North America model, most of the rain that we're going to pick up is actually starting to fizzle out 5, 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then we've got really just a few scattered showers to follow. This would be 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Pretty dry on the west side. Some heavy showers out east, though. And then any shower activity will come to an end Thursday overnight here on the west side. This does show some scattered showers of south central Oregon getting into Friday morning. That was the North America model. Here's the national blended model. Okay. This shows where we stay dry until this would be about 11 p.m. tonight. So this would keep us dry until 10, 11 o'clock this evening. There's that chance of some very light rain up in Portland and out into the gorge. Here's a better chance of some showers coming through, but not a lot. This will be overnight. And as I play this into 5 o'clock, and then here would be 8 o'clock in the morning, there's some very light rain, a little bit heavier in Salem and McMinnville. But again, overall, this thing kind of fizzles out early in the morning. This too shows some showers out across eastern Oregon and a shower threat. Here we are at 5 p.m. with a lone shower over Scappoose in the North Valley. So that's pretty similar, really, to the North America model. And again, all rain chances going away uh, Thursday overnight. We wake up Friday morning to dry weather. So let me just say, this would take a look at how much we could see. I mean, at this point, I think if we can get a tenth of an inch of rain, we're doing well. This shows 15 100s up in the Cascades around Mount Hood. Shows 15 100s to 2/10 up around Mount St. Helens. Shows 5 100s to a tenth of an inch of rain at most Central Oregon coast into parts of Marion County. Shows, two 100s up in Kelso Longview. Barely traceable amounts of rain south of Salem. Maybe a tenth of an inch of rain out toward the Blues. So again, this is a little bit of wetting, but not much. So we'll see what we end up with. Here is the overall flow pattern. I touched on to start this video that one of the headlines for Memorial Day weekend is the first real big warm up that we've seen in a while. So this is the 850 millibar 5,000 foot air mass temperature map. I use it to show you movement of batches of air, cold versus warm. Again, the blue green colors, that's the cooler air that we have or will have with rain coming in overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. And with cloudiness expected much of Thursday, I do have temperatures in Portland only in the 60s. And then Friday, we get some sun. And notice how the cool air kind of pulls out. We don't go crazy warm, but if we get back to normal, that would be 70 degrees. And then notice, see the orange, yellow? This is Saturday. And even some red. That's big time warming across all of Oregon and Washington. And again, I've got Portland's high on Saturday back up to 80. Not expecting much wind, which means it's at least going to be 65, I would think, at the coast over the weekend on Saturday, Sunday, maybe even warmer in some spots. Here's Sunday. We're still in the warm colors on Oregon and Washington. Now, here comes Memorial Day. See how the warm weather shifts eastern Oregon, Idaho. Our temperatures fall off a little bit here in the Willamette Valley, but we never really go cold. And after a chance of getting some rain Monday afternoon, Monday evening, just like that, here's bigger warming potentially coming in Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. So that's what kind of the warm air mass looks like. Now let's use the American GFS model, the moisture saturation shaded in green at 10,000 feet to show you what's going on with the moisture chances or rain chances. So here is the ball of moisture this afternoon offshore. There's that disturbance at 5 p.m. All right, that checks out. We were just showing that. Here comes the thickening moisture into, there's Portland right there. I know the U.S. map is hard to see. See the brown state lines, Oregon coast, Washington coast. There's Portland. Okay. So this shows some thicker moisture in here first thing Thursday morning. And then that kind of pulls out during the day and shifts to the east. So that makes sense with what we saw. And then note the white is you don't have any significant moisture. Doesn't mean you're going to be dry. It just means there's not like a moisture belt, if you will, over you. All right. And I've got us all dry on Friday. I've got us now. This does show maybe a scattered shower threat in eastern Oregon on Friday afternoon and even Saturday. But if you look, the moisture, the next system stays out to sea. So that's why I'm going mostly sunny 80 on Saturday and on Sunday. Let me just speed this up a little bit. Here's Sunday. Sunday afternoon at 5 p.m. Here we go. You can make the argument there's at least a scattered shower threat running up the Cascade Sunday afternoon where you see the green, but otherwise the moisture stays out short. I think the best bet is Portland's going to be dry and hitting 80. And then here's Memorial Day. Notice the green increases. That's a scattered shower threat, including Central Oregon, including the Cascades, including coming into the valley. Best chance looks to be in the afternoon. Here's 5 p.m. in the afternoon. But the actual weather system that's approaching is still out to sea. So, while I think there's a reason to favor scattered shower activity on Monday, maybe it's even earlier than the afternoon. Maybe this far out, I should just say a scattered shower chance based on what we just saw. Um, any widespread moisture is still holding off. There's Tuesday, no rain chance. Wednesday, still holding off. Here's a rain chance Wednesday, late day evening, but the system kind of falls apart. Here's the next time we have an actual front coming in, and it weakens, but that's Friday of next week. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. These are the 6 o'clock current temperatures. 78 down in Medford. That's warm. 67 in Portland, 60 up in Seattle. Let's go around the horn if we shall. Medford, all dry Thursday, 71. No rain chance for you. 77 Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Memorial Day, that chance of some showers scattered. But look at the weekend, 84 and 84 down in Medford. Let's go all the way up north. If you're going to be up in Seattle for the weekend, Thursday, rain chance, mainly in the morning. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all dries. In the 70s this coming weekend, really nice. Chance of a scattered shower developing up in Seattle as well, 71 on Memorial Day. Okay. Out in Pendleton. Chance of Thursday showers, pretty decent. Remember that elongated moisture fetch not only hit Portland, but it went through the gorge, not into the Columbia Basin. This is overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. That's what this is showing. And then scattered shower threat continuing during the day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all dry. Sunday, 87, really warming up. Memorial Day, a chance of a scattered shower, still warm, 81 degrees. That's out in Pendleton. Here's Salem. Cooler tomorrow, 63, overcast, showers, especially in the morning. And then all dry Friday, Saturday, Sunday, warming up. Salem, it could hit 80 on Sunday. This shows 78. That chance of a scattered shower Memorial Day in the 70s. Again, that's Portland. Eugene's going to be pretty similar. Chance of a shower Memorial Day. A weekend 75, 77, maybe warmer. I think the forecast temps here are quite conservative, but we'll see. Here's North Bend. A chance of showers early tomorrow or overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, and then becoming sunny. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all sunny in the 60s. Chance of showers on Memorial Day. Okay. Here is, and then what's Newport doing? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Nice looking weekend in the 60s. Chance of showers Memorial Day. Okay. All right. Here is my Portland 7-day forecast, courtesy of Hazeldale Tire Pros, off of the I-5 side, Hazeldale in Clark County, for all of your tire needs. I've been going there literally for probably 20 years. Really nice people. All right, so tomorrow we have early rainy areas and then a scattered shower threat on a Thursday, but lots of dry time Thursday afternoon is what I'm trying to say. 65 with the clouds. Friday, all dry. The rain chance is gone. I had a rain chance. We've taken it out. 73. A little bit warmer than it was today on this Wednesday. Saturday, 80. Sunday, 80. Memorial Day, a PM shower chance. I may rethink that because some of the data we just shared or showed you would make the case that maybe there's a scattered shower chance by noon or even earlier on Monday. And that's important. A lot of remembrances happen in the morning on Memorial Day. Tuesday, all dry, a late shower chance on Wednesday. All right, that's your update. Hey, thanks for supporting me and using my forecast and showing trust in my work. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It helps me out. You'll be notified when I post. For now, I'm Rod Hill. I'll talk to you soon.